I wanted to talk to you about the real bringing into balance of the body and how to do that. A lot of naturopathic doctors will say that everything is related to gut. Heal the gut and you are healed. But I say, how can your gut heal if you're stuck in a state of stress? If you're stuck in a state of stress and you're in fight or flight mode, your energy, your blood, your everything, your focus goes to other parts of the body away from the stomach, causing an imbalance in the stomach. It's never going to come in balance if that continues. So then when we go to the adrenal glands, right? So the adrenal glands are responsible for the communication and of your stress. Well, if the adrenal glands aren't working, you're not going to have the energy to be able to function. So then we go into miscommunication in the body because we don't even have the energy to function. So if we look at the brain and we look at the nervous system, it's like looking at the brain with the spinal cord connected with all the nerves coming out, sending messages to all the parts of your body, telling you what to do and communicate through our nervous system and hormones and so on, right? So it looks like a little alien, like. So if we look at that and we look at if our nervous system is out of balance, if it's dysregulated, it cannot communicate correctly. Well, what discommunicates it? Well, stress. Stress discommunicates it. Disconnection discommunicates it. That's what I want to talk about. Disconnection discommunicates the communication. Get it? Dis-ease in the body, discommunication. Got it? From discommunication. Like we're pulled back from communicating. We're not connected. We're not connected to the earth. We're not connected to each other. We're not connected to ourselves. We're in avoidance. We are numbing out. We are not even here anymore. A lot of times, we are disconnected. When I did my dissertation to be a naturopathic doctor, my dissertation was on the people that live the healthiest and the longest and how that is possible. And a big key to that was connection. It was connection to each other. It was touch. It was feeling joy, love. It was being there for each other, helping each other out. It was connection. Connection brought joy, love, touch, healing, happiness. Everything that's real, right, was through connection. So when we are disconnected a lot and our system is like then that's going to dysregulate our nervous system. Let's go to the next thing. That's just one thing. Like we could really go in depth about this, about what disconnects us and what brings us back. But what brings us back is connecting back into nature, into love, into ourselves. And that's where I'm going to go next. If you look at the core center of the body, our heart has its own little nervous system. And that nervous system takes in what we feel. The brain is what we think, right? What we think. There's that part of the body. What we think. Nervous system, think. What we feel, heart. So our heart has its own little nervous system. And the way we perceive things and take it in is stored within the body. For example, the left breast is a connection to feeling you're not nourishing yourself. You're not being the mother, caring, nurturing yourself. And the liver is anger, right? The physical body is a map to let us know what emotions we are carrying within. So how can we ever truly be in a state of love if we're receiving from a place perceiving from a place of hurt and held emotions. So each emotion that we heal, the more pure that we get, the more loving we get, the more differently we look at things, right? So when we bring the heart into balance and we start to go into connecting to ourselves, what do I need? What do I need to nourish myself? And we get more connected in, and we start to hear God more. We start to connect more to God, to earth, to what's around us, to what's being said, to what we're feeling. And we start to feed ourselves what we need and get rid of the things that we don't, because they're not loving to us, they're not nurturing to us. Then we start to feed ourselves that, and we start to regulate, and we start to be able to communicate, and the things in our body begin to heal, and our heart begins to heal, and we become more pure and more full of love. And then we come into a connection together of the heart and the mind. And through this, we come into balance. We come into balance. So how do we do that? Stepping back, coming into ourselves, becoming into that nurturing, loving of ourselves, and connecting and seeing and feeling and understanding by going away from disconnection into connection. Got it?